Hi, I'm Brian Icenhower, and today I am here with the one and only Kevin Blain. Kevin, thanks for being here with us today. Really appreciate that.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
You bet, man. Hey, I have had the pleasure of working with Kevin for 9 or 10 years now, and it's been truly my honor to watch him do what at the time when we started working together I thought was amazing. He runs a real estate team that is truly an organization that is currently the #1 real estate team in California, selling over 1,000 homes per year. And right now, the next closest team is literally doesn't sell half as many homes as you do. And California is a big competitive state, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not really that competitive right now.
We feel very honored.
Yeah.
We work hard.
Yeah, Kevin's just to give you some background, Kevin's team consists of over 30 agents. He has got 12 administrative staff members, 2 marketing directors, and 5 inside sales agents.
Right.
I don't know. I just love the gaudy stats about your team. So I'm going to talk for. I think everybody here wants to hear you. They hear me talk enough, but I just want to, because I know you won't say some of this stuff. But your average agent. The average agent on your team sells 38 homes a year. I mean, this is you hear about this large organization, you wonder, how much baggage is he claiming? I mean, how could you manage that many agents? Well, they are not only managing, these guys are high producing. I mean, 38 homes a year. Their average commission, they're bringing home on average $137,000 a year in their commission income.
Right.
Just phenomenal.
And I will add to that, Brian.
Yeah,
that,
of course.
The agents on our team, they're outstanding agents. To be in the top 10 on our team, you're probably top 25 in the entire county.
Yeah, and that multiple listing service, I mean, I honestly say it is prestigious to be on your real estate team.
Thank you.
And you're selective about that. You look for talent, and this is the crazy thing too. The average experience on your team is only 3 to 4 years of real estate experience.
We have a young team in general.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, our team is I think the average age is around 29, and so we have a contest between millennials and Gen Xers.
Yeah.
And right now, as of today, they're kicking our butt a little bit.
Who would have thought you'd be the old guy on the block?
Right.
I know. That makes me the old guy. Okay, so which is amazing. But yeah, just phenomenal to watch. It is, and the energy on that team is something that's just unparalleled. It creates a culture and an energy that is it should be envied by all. I love that.
They say that light attracts light, and Danny, my wife, who you introduced me to,
full service real estate coaching company.
She's just a ray of light, and so that attracts other people that are similar to her. And we'll talk about our culture in a little bit, but it really is a fun group to be around. 100% positive, helpful, supportive. Yeah,
I've gotten to know a lot of them over the years, and every time I talk to someone on that team, it is the most positive, learning-based phone call. I mean, they are. They're just all looking to grow and get better. And that is something that's hard to bottle, I'll tell you right now. And somehow you have done that. So let's start. Some unique things about your team that a lot of the viewers, I think, might be interested in is how your inside sales agents, your ISAs, work. You've got 5 of them.
Yes.
Talk about, they work different shifts.
Yes. So we have a total of 5, and they work in shifts. We typically always have at least 2 ISA members on the phones, so answering phones and making phone calls at any time. And that's Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then on Sundays from noon to 8. The benefit, obviously, to our team is that we're capturing these leads at such a greater rate because we have a live person that's answering the phone, somebody that lives and works here in our market area. The benefit to our clients is that when buyers call in or email or text in on our listings that we're contracted or chosen to sell, they're going to get a live person.
That's
as opposed to getting an answer and they don't leave messages. Because what's the one complaint or one of the complaints about calling real estate agents? They're tough to get a hold of sometimes, or they don't call back, or whatever the case is. When you call our team, you're going to talk to a live person on our team that's equipped to be able to help you and put you in the right hands of a specialist so that we can get our listing sold.
Yeah, that's a big deal. I mean, lead follow-up, I don't think a lot of the public out there doesn't know, how important lead capture is. Yeah, people talk about the importance of having your listing online. And that's great. I mean, for you FISBOs out there that are trying to sell your house yourself, just putting the listing out there is really only about 10% of the battle. Capturing the leads, the people that look at it's the other 90%.
Right.
And if someone is clicking on the internet and looking at a home, if you don't capture that lead proactively and call them while they're still clicking,
sure,
the chances of converting that lead just drops like 300%. So that lead has to be followed up in about 5 minutes or less.
Absolutely.
And unless you have people on the clock till 9 o'clock at night, 7 days a week, like you do, that's the only way you're going to capture these leads effectively. So it'd be very hard for me to go into a listing appointment that's competitive to compete against you with you explaining that value proposition, that all these people are just hawking over everybody that looks at your house. Big value.
Right. And of course, we're going to capture those leads. And our first priority is to sell our listings.
Yeah. So
we're going to take them in that direction to be able to show them the listings that have been entrusted in us to get sold. And, one thing about that, and you're absolutely right, that first 5 minutes is so critical. And on average, it'll take 9.5 contacts to convert a buyer. Yeah, on average. So this is over a course. Here's an interesting one, Brian. You probably know this, but 69% of all online leads will buy or sell a home. Here's the kicker: in the next 18 months.
Yes, you got to stay with them.
You have to stay with them, and that's why Jay Kinder, my buddy in Texas, says that the fortune is in the follow-up.
Yeah, it's nurturing, right?
It is nurturing,
and that's why this is an amazing stat. His team on average generates about 1,000 leads per month, right?
That's right.
This dynamic team of 5 inside sales agents makes 3,000 phone calls a month. So that means 2,000 of those phone calls, 2/3 of them are lead follow-up and nurturing. And that's crucial. For the average agent to do that, to stay on top of them, is next to impossible. So the benefit here to his sales agents, and one of the main reasons they're able to close 38 transactions a month, is by the time this lead gets to them, they have been vetted, they have been scrubbed, they have been nurtured repeatedly, on average 9.5 times, and oftentimes pre-qualified, or at least at a very minimum willing to get pre-qualified right away.
That's right. Yeah, they're not, the lead is not going to go to one of our sales agents unless they are A, not working with an agent, B, they're motivated to buy, and C, either pre-approved or willing to get pre-approved right away.
Yeah, and to me, as a home seller, I appreciate the fact that we have qualified buyers looking at my house. Right. That they have been scrubbed. That we're not just hopping on a horse and showing property. We're not just an access agent. Right. We are, so by that, and as a sales agent, man, I'm just getting very high qualified leads that are ready to go now. Right. Phenomenal breakdown there. But it doesn't stop there, because your sales agents are primarily finding the client's homes. They are specialists, right? They find these clients' homes and they get offers accepted. Right. But then the bulk of the load from contract to close switches to a phenomenal administrative support team.
That's right. And so the benefits to our team, and I think the top teams in the country are set up similar, but our model is that our sales agents should be doing 3 to 4 things, and those are meeting with buyers and sellers, showing homes, going on appointments, and negotiating contracts. That's it. Yeah. And they and because of that, they can sell 2 to 3 times as many homes as they could on their own. And so who do we have doing the rest of that stuff? We have a complete support staff. And you mentioned our transaction coordinators will take a contract, from contract to close. And the only time that an agent really needs to get involved in that transaction is if there's an obstacle that comes up that's beyond the scope of the transaction coordinator. And quite frankly, it's going to go smoother if that happens, because our transaction coordinators, that's what they do. That's all they do. They're specialists in taking contract to closing, which is coordinating inspections, appraisals, and all that stuff. The benefits to our clients is that by having a team of specialists, which is what we have close to 50 specialists on our team, sales agents and admin, marketing, and ISA. That each person is very, very good at what they do. And so that the service that our clients are receiving is, I'm not the best admin in the world. I can barely spell.
That's an understatement. Yeah.
So my clients don't want me doing that part. They want Kendra or Lori or Katie or other gals, Jasmine on our team to do that because they're going to get a better service from them. What they want me doing is marketing and negotiating contracts.
Yeah, and the flip side of that, if I'm a sales agent, if I'm a truly talented sales agent, the likelihood of me also enjoying coordinating transactions, those are two polar opposite traits, right? And so if I get to become a specialist and truly master my client care with regards to meeting the clients, showing the property, negotiating those contracts and those offers, that's where I'm going to be absolutely excelling, because I've got that down. Because that's what I'm doing. That's what you have a team of specialists. And your admin support team, I mean, when you've got one admin support person for every 3 sales agents on that team, I mean, that is a dedicated support staff right there. And it shows.
And it's vitally important because although we're very, very good at marketing and converting leads, the heart and soul of our business, well over 60%, is past clients and past client referrals, sphere of influence referrals. And that's due to, the only way you get that is if you give phenomenal service. I mean, phenomenal, unparalleled from contract to close. And I'm not saying that we've never had a hiccup along the way. We're not perfect, but our goal is perfect. Our goal is to give the best possible service and get our clients the keys to their home or a seller their proceeds check at closing in a smooth, timely manner for the most amount of money.
And that leads me, I mean, the reputation you have with the public is absolutely phenomenal.
I appreciate that, Brian, and I think it's something very important, not to, for me personally, but also to the agents on our team. So if a sales agent on our team goes into a listing appointment, competitive listing appointment, and they can say that, hey, my team or our team is the #1 team in California, and we sell a home every 10 hours.
That's
No one else can say that in the state of California.
That makes it very tough to compete.
It gives them an advantage because the proof is always in the pudding. It's how many people did you help, and what the propensity of how many you are able to help buyers and sellers in a given period of time. And we have shown that we're able to do that at a very high level. And so our clients, they appreciate the way our team is set up. And then also our team, we talked about reputation, having a reputation, all the basic stuff of honesty, integrity, that everything that a seller or buyer cares about. They want to trust you, and they also want to feel confident in you that you know what you're doing.
Right.
And that, when it boils down to it, it almost becomes that simple. And the only way that we're going to keep 60+% of our transactions with as much marketing that we do as past clients is to provide that level of service.
Oh, agreed. And it shows up. It also shows up to the training because you have mastered leadership. I mean, as far as anyone can master leadership.
Thank you.
Because you're leveraged, because you have so many specialists working, you can then devote to give back to these agents to ensure they're honing their skills, to drive that team's learning-based culture up. Training's big for you. The
training is very important. I don't go on very many appointments these days. I'm able to, my goal is to help my sales team be successful. So the training that I want to instill in them is that when they're with one of our clients, that client, it might be one of my past clients, is going to receive the same service as if I was standing in front of them. And that is not only the goal, but it's the process that we've become and has allowed me to work more on the business rather than in the business. Now, one thing I will say, Brian, and this is an advantage that we have, is that you've been coaching me for almost 10 years. And because of our relationship, you also coach my team.
Which is amazingly fun.
And a matter of fact, I think 2 weeks we have you on calendar to meet with some of our sales agents, and that's huge to us
Thank you.
Because having a resource to be able to get information from you who speaks to top team leaders and agents all over the country is invaluable. So yeah, training, it's a big part of what we do, and it's vastly important.
Yeah, and it shows up. It shows up in the results. It really does. And it's your dedication that starts with that culture, that you are constantly making sure that your agents are trained, and even your top agents are getting better. And that's a big deal. And that a lot of real estate teams out there that don't embrace leadership and don't continue to devote the time you take and the resources you take to ensure that they keep growing. That is a huge part of a team's culture, which I just want you, before we get off, I want you to elaborate about that. Your team's culture is so positive and so learning based. It is, and the way they treat their clients is just amazing.
The culture is the most important thing on our team. We know that people are more important than sales. So on our team, it has to be a culture fit. So we're not adding agents and people to our team just to add them. It's specific. It's for specific reasons, certain areas, certain languages spoken. And when we add them, first and foremost, they have to be a culture fit. And what I mean by that is that they want to be learning based. They want to not know everything. Humble, kind, helpful to each other, just people you like being around. And I always say this, of our entire team, I think literally all of them, I would have them over for dinner, and most of them I would let stay the night at my house. Yeah. I mean, I really like these people, and so I don't care how many sales someone makes. They could contact us and they're making 120 sales closings per year, and if they're not a good culture fit for what we feel we want on our team, with integrity, work ethic, above average intelligence, and some energy, then we're just going to politely say no. So culture is probably the most, well, it's not probably, it is the most important thing on our team. And it attracts the type of people that we want to work with. And this is what I love, Brian. And this is one thing that I feel super proud in my heart in a humble way is that I looked at 2015 versus 2016. And the agents that weren't on our team in 15 and then on our team in 16 more than doubled their production on average. Yeah, more than doubled. I don't doubt it. We had one go from 17 to 55.
Units closed in 1 year.
Closed. Yeah, from before and then first year on our team. So that makes me so happy because everything we've talked about, the training, the culture, the leads, the support team, that all comes into play.
Yep.
In their success. And they did it. They get all the credit. I'm just creating the model and the culture and the atmosphere along with the training that we provide to be able to help them succeed.
They all see that everybody gets better by working together as a unit.
Definitely.
I mean, how many brokerages could put up these kind of numbers with 30 agents?
Yeah.
But they're all, I mean, and the customer service and the repeat and to keep growing. So it's going to be fun, man. I mean, I go back 10 years and I see where your production has gone. I can't wait to see 10 years from now, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, we're just keep pushing the limits out there. It just seems like record breaking. So,
Brian, it is so exciting. And to have you as a coach, I am fully prepared for the next decade. And it's going to get really, really interesting. This year, our goal is to close 1,500 transactions unofficially.
Right.
My ALC is going to vote on it officially in a couple of weeks, but I think we're going to do it. And then from there, the sky's the limit. But it's exciting. And at this point in my life, I've been doing this for almost 18 years, and it's not about me. It never really is about me. My name is on the team, but it's about the people on the team and seeing them succeed. And to me, that's what it gets me up in the morning.
Yeah.
To see a guy that was making $40,000 a year selling 10, 12, 15 homes to go and making well over six figures selling 45, 50, 60 homes in a year.
That's because of what you've created, man. So congratulations. And most importantly, thank you for sharing it with these guys out there as well, too.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure to be here, Brian.
Likewise, Kevin.